Hey guys, welcome to Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio, starting a game of Star Trek Final Unity by Spectrum HoloByte.
Captain's log, stardate 47111.1. A Federation listening post along the Romulan neutral zone has detected an unidentified vessel headed for Federation space. The Enterprise is moving to intercept.
At its reported heading and velocity, the vessel will enter Federation space in approximately 47.3 seconds.
Go to yellow alert.
We have the vessel on sensors.
The ship is a Garidian scout ship. They are driving their engines too hard. Their warp core is critical.
The Garidians? What is the status of their relationship with the Romulan Empire?
They are on friendly terms and may share technology.
We are being hailed.
On screen.
Help us. We are fleeing political persecution. We seek asylum. We are being persecuted.
Their signal is breaking up.
What do you make of this, number one?
It could be a trick.
The Garidians have earned a reputation as honorable warriors, Captain. They do not ordinarily resort to trickery.
We are within visual range. The Garidians' warp drive is failing. They are dropping to sublight speed inside Federation space.
Slow to impulse.
Warbird decloaking directly ahead. The Warbird is also Garidian. They are hailing us.
This is an internal Garidian matter. Withdraw at once.
You are violating Federation space.
They have cut off transmission.
The Warbird has locked its tractor beam onto the scout ship.
Go to red alert. Captain's log supplemental. A Garidian warbird has violated the neutral zone in pursuit of a scout ship. The fugitives may be seeking political asylum, but as yet we have been unable to confirm their intentions.
Yes. And I played a little bit of this, and I did play it when it came out, but like it would really just not run. This is a 1995 CD-ROM, high resolution DOS game. It didn't run on Windows. It was purely DOS, and it didn't run well until you had a great computer. Unless you had a good computer, which none of us had at the time. Yeah. Okay. So we have two warbirds and a little scout ship. The warbird, the scout ship demands asylum, and the warbird is tracking them. Yeah. So we can ask. We're gonna just save right now. Start.
Mr. Worf, your analysis.
I didn't say anything.
The Garidian warbird is similar to the Romulan Dideridex class. It is less maneuverable than the Enterprise, but it has slightly more firepower.
We'd both take a beating if it came down to a fight.
Oh yes, if you try to fight this guy, it's really tough.
Our records identify the warbird as the Asirim, commanded by Captain Pintara. Starfleet intelligence rates her as a capable but unimaginative tactician.
Interesting. Why did it go there? Did it actually save? Okay. View screen. Oh no, if you want to L, you do this. Comms. It's weird, but if we try the scout ship.
I cannot raise them. The warbird is jamming their communications.
The scout ship is there. You can even move these things. Amazing, right?
Can we beam the crew off the scout ship?
Not at this time. The Warbird's tractor beam is creating too much interference.
They are not responding.
So there's a bunch of things you can do. There's literally like 10 things you can do here to finish this little scenario. It's pretty crazy. Let's ask Riker.
What do you think, number one?
The Garidians respect strength. If we show any sign of weakness, it might just encourage them to fight.
What do you suggest?
Maybe we can use our phasers until they listen to reason.
Indeed. I don't want to provoke them. Number one, that would be too strong an action. Mr. Worf, lock phaser onto the Warbird, but hold your fire. Let's give it a try. Lock phaser on the Warbird, 10% power, fire. For having done this a couple of times, this is the best thing. And it's actually the first thing I did when I tried it. And then I tried a bunch of other things, but this you don't want to fight these fuckers. But yeah, it's pretty funny when you do that, you'll see.
Let's give it a try. Lock phases on the Warbird, 10% power. Fire.
The Warbird is hailing us.
On screen.
On screen.
Federation starship. This is an internal Garidian matter. You've been warned not to interfere.
Surely we can resolve this matter without resource to further violence. I'm not sure exactly what to do here. Your presence here gives me every right to interfere. Why have you violated the neutral zone? You will leave Federation space at once or face the consequences. You have committed an act of war by crossing the neutral zone. Surrender your ship immediately. Let's go with this one. Because the reason I do this, they're honorable race, they respect aggressiveness, and like, so I want to be like forceful with them and not be like, oh, we can talk this out. No, you've committed an act of war, you're crossing the neutral zone, surrender your ship.
You have committed an act of war by crossing the neutral zone. Surrender your ship immediately.
Captain, the Warbird has disengaged its tractor beam. They are locking their disruptors on us.
Transporter room, lock on and energize.
Boom. So, and if you didn't talk to Riker before, I think data says, oh, now we have the chance to do this, to transport them since they don't have their tractor beam.
We will have to drop our shields to use the transporter.
Okay. I actually want to do, I want to show you this because it's really funny. I want to show you, this is really... I'm not willing to take that risk, which seems like an appropriate response. I always go with this, but just before streaming I was fiddling out with the controls, trying to figure out, because you'll see, this game's fucking crazy. You don't have to make it crazy, but yeah, it's very complex. So yeah, we'll do that just to show you. It's pretty.
I'm not willing to take that risk.
Oh yeah?
Open a channel. This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise.
Your name is well known on Garrod. It will be an honor to destroy you.
Oh, wow, this is different already. Okay.
Targeting.
Mr.
We
Wolf, you
are
have
being
tactical.
hailed.
I'm gonna let
We
Worf
have been hit.
do his
Locked.
thing.
Targeting Garidian Warbird.
For having done this a couple of times, it's about 50-50.
Enemy ship is firing.
One time. The first time I tried
Captain,
this.
you have been a worthy adversary.
Oh, I think she's dead. Yeah, she blown up. Yeah, that was a really good. I clicked on the delicate button fast.
Torpedo away.
Oh, we're not done? Wait. No, we're done. Worf is kind of weird.
There is no
The ship is
response
close.
to our hail.
Oh no, decloaking. Oh no,
Targeting
she's
Garidian
still,
Warbird.
she's still there.
Torpedo fire missed the target.
Come on, Worf.
Fire.
So I guess I can go around here. So we have the phasers. Depending on how much energy and engineering is on this, you can you shoot them. They charge up, but you can still shoot them when they're not fully charged. It's gonna do damage.
You and I are not finished, Picard. I promised you that.
Okay.
Fire.
Oh, well, fire. So she just died. This is the con tactics, where we have a bunch of tactics here, where we can actually
The Iridian ship has
stuff.
been destroyed.
We can also go around with the ship and move it with our
Alert
hands.
cancelled. Condition
if I go
green.
like
Targeting area.
Now I can move the ship myself. And I have no idea. We'll try stuff. No, not exit to us. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hail the scout ship.
Yes, sir.
This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise.
Oh, let's
Please
listen to
identify yourself.
Enterprise, this is the Garidian vessel Pokura. We are badly damaged. We require assistance.
Stand by for transport.
We have them aboard, sir.
Captain, our new arrivals are requesting...
Okay, I didn't see that little scene. Yeah, there's so many ways. Even this way, I didn't see it when I played it the first time. So, yeah, let's talk to Data first.
Mr. Data, do you have an...
As long as the Warbird maintains a tractor beam on the scout ship, we cannot beam its crew aboard. However, if we maneuvered the Enterprise between the ships, we could temporarily disrupt the tractor beam.
Oh, okay.
We will have to drop our shields to use the transporter.
Okay, let's do this right now. I'm not willing
to take...
Oh, and then it doesn't do anything. Man, how did I get... Okay, so we don't talk to her at all. We go
What do you think,
here.
number one?
The Garidian...
What do you...
Maybe we can use our...
I shoot it.
Let's give it...
I find so
The
funny.
Warbird
There's
is
a little
hailing
like
us.
thingy there. Ignore that.
Ignore that.
They are loading their torpedo tubes.
Indeed.
Evasive maneuvers.
Oops. No, that is not what I wanted.
Perhaps you see now.
Yeah. We are willing to talk.
We are willing to talk.
We are prepared for battle. The time for talking is...
Oops. Hey, let's look at engineering now. Oh yeah. So where to start? Like power weapons. So power. Let's start with weapons. It's a little easier, I think. So all the phasers, and as you can see, when they get damaged, like if I really want my dorsal, like
I salute you, Captain. You have been a worthy adversary.
we're dead, I think. Are we? Yeah, we're game over. No?
Admiral's log, stardate 47199.3. We have lost
I can't
contact
even
with the Enterprise.
recreate.
She's several days overdue, and I fear the worst. I'm dispatching.
I can't even recreate. How did I do that? I talked to
What do you think,
Riker.
The Garidian...
What do you say?
Maybe we
As
can use...
always, and then you do the thingy.
Let's keep-
Yeah, I always do
The
that.
Warbird...
And then on screen,
On
maybe.
screen.
Federation...
Surely we...
violence.
Captain, the Warbird...
Transporter room.
Disengage.
We will have to drop...
I'm not willing.
I'm not willing. Open a chat.
Open a chat.
This is Captain...
No.
Your name is well known.
Anyway, what happened? I'm gonna describe it to you. I don't even know how I did
Perhaps.
that, but it was essentially that. But
You had-
maybe
If you
there's a
wanna-
little difference. And she shoots the scout ship, and the scout ship explodes. Anyway, the whole thing is kind of funny. Why can't I access the? We actually need to finish this thing for us to give us the option to load. Yeah, let's go. How does this work? Hey. There you go.
Down reports
I salute
coming in
you,
from
Cap.
all decks.
And we're dead. So there's a big self-destruct button there. In the manual it says it's a bluff technique. So that might be a hint
Admiral's
of
log.
what to do in a further mission. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop. I just wanted to show you something. Fuck it. I can't recreate that. Talk
What
to
do you think?
Riker.
The Garidians.
What do you...
Maybe we can use.
Yes, 10%.
Let's give it-
Yeah, shoot that
The
fucker.
Warbird
On screen.
On screen.
Federation
Yeah, surrender.
You have...
Captain,
No.
Transporter.
Okay.
we will have to drop our ship.
Then we drop the shit are willing.
We'll have to take that.
The crew of the scout ship has been beamed aboard.
Boom.
Thank you for capturing our criminals, Captain. If you'll transfer them to my ship, I can be on my way.
No. Whatever crimes they may have committed, you have no right to pursue them across the neutral zone. They are now guests aboard my ship. If you return to Garidian space immediately, I will overlook your violation of the neutral zone. Before this discussion goes any further, I want to know who these people are and why you have pursued them across the neutral zone. Our Garidian guests were rescued in Federation space. Any extradition will have to proceed along norm... Oh, I like this one, but I think I'm gonna go with this one.
Before this discussion goes any further, I want to know who these people are and why you have pursued them across the neutral zone.
They are traitors and killers. My orders are to take them back to Garrod to stand trial for murder and sedition.
Classic.
Whatever crimes they may have committed, you had no right to pursue them across the neutral zone.
Exactly.
You know that there is no formal extradition treaty between our governments.
Ah, she would have said that with if we would have said the last option.
Captain, one of the criminals is my son.
She's very
Avatar.
reasonable.
Return them and I swear they will all receive a fair trial.
We'll have the chance here to do it. But they give a lot of information, so I'm definitely gonna keep them. Give me a moment to consult with my Garidian guests. Oh, interesting. I sympathize with your concern for your son, but that does not justify your violation of the neutral zone. You will leave Federation space at once. Give me a moment.
Give me
Let's
a
be
moment to
diplomatic.
consult with my Garidian guests.
Wow.
I want to speak with Avatar.
She let us do that.
I have him on the intercom.
Okay.
Avatar, the captain of the Warbird claims to be your mother. She wants to take you and your companions to stand trial on Garrod.
Pantara is my mother, Captain, but the Garidian ruling council listens to no one. They don't want the people to hear our message of change. Even if Pantara convinces them to spare me, my companions would never live to stand trial. We request political asylum.
Very well. You may stay on board the Enterprise until we have sorted this matter out.
Thank you, Captain.
Your son has requested political asylum. He and his companions will remain aboard the Enterprise. You will return to Garidian space immediately.
Very well. You have won this time, Captain. But I promise you, there will be a next time.
The Warbird is heading back toward Garidian space. They are activating their cloaking device. Captain, our new arrivals are requesting to speak with you. Their names are Lucana, Avatar, and Tabak.
Tabak.
What are your orders, Captain?
I should like to consider the situation further, set course for the Reinor sector, and resume our patrol along the neutral zone. I don't think this does anything. This is almost like, yeah, shut up. I should like to consider the situation a bit further.
I should like to consider the situation a bit further.
There we go. Let's save. Let's call this guests. Let's talk to Troy.
Counselor, do you have any thoughts?
I'm sorry, Captain, but I don't...
Really? Okay, Worf.
Mr. Worf, you're...
Captain, we should check our...
Mr. Data, any suggestions?
I suggest we contact...
Now? No, I want to talk to these guys first.
Any suggestions?
I'm sorry, Captain.
Okay. Let's talk to Avatar. Well, no, let's talk to the first one first. Even though we know this one might be the leader, I don't know. But it's weird that they show us in that order. It's not even the alphabetical order. Must be a reason, so I'm gonna start at the top. We can also do this, I guess. No, we can. Tabak.
Captain Picard, can you help us contact a Vulcan archaeologist named Shinnok? He may possibly hold the key to the discovery of the Lawgiver's fifth scroll.
Okay. What's the fifth scroll? Shannock. What is this fifth scroll you mentioned?
What is this fifth scroll you mentioned?
Let me give you a bit of background. Garidian society is a rigid structure consisting of two distinct classes, the patricians and the plebeians. For the past 1,000 years, that structure has been governed by the laws derived from the four sacred scrolls. The first scroll outlines our code of honor. The second describes the relationship between the military and the government. The third defines the principles of our religion. And the fourth enumerates the privileges and responsibilities of the patrician class.
But you speak of another scroll.
According to legend, the Lawgiver also wrote a fifth scroll defining the rights and privileges of the plebeian class, which were not explained in the other scrolls.
The plebeian class. The plebs. What makes you think Shanna can help you? And of course, they have no rights right now. Data 2559, it really looks like it, right? I love the 25th edition, but this actually looks better. But nobody talks about this game. Yeah, the plebs right now might not have any rights. What makes you think Shanna can help you?
What makes you think Shaynok can help you?
My studies indicate that the followers ended up somewhere in what is now Federation space. But because our governments are not on friendly terms, I could never follow up on that research. But the Vulcan scholar Shaynok lives in the Federation and has made extensive studies of our history. I believe he may have vital information that will help us locate the followers.
Why? We kinda know, but...
Why are you so...
I am a scholar, Captain. My interest is purely academic. Lucana, on the other hand, is a social revolutionary. She hopes the scroll will inflame the underclasses to rebellion.
How would an ancient scroll do her any good?
The patricians stopped the Lawgiver before he could reveal his fifth scroll. The Lawgiver and a few of his disciples, known as the Followers, left Gerrid in 5 spaceships to start their own colony. No trace of them was ever found, and the story gradually took on mythic proportions.
Who is the Lawgiver?
His real name was Avatrunai, and he was the architect of Garidian society. His 4 scrolls became the cornerstone of our entire culture. The 5th scroll could be the greatest social discovery in Gerrid's history. Even if you don't agree with Lucana's goals, I urge you to talk to Shaynok and help us find the scroll for science's sake.
This could be an intriguing quest.
Hey, Yatari Bingerpong. Good evening. I sympathize with your cause, but I must inform you that the Federation will not take sides in Gerrid's domestic politics. I've decided to visit Shannock and see whether he can help you regarding the 5th scroll. If you will excuse me, I'll have other duties to attend to. Perhaps we can talk again later. If I do this, will it like kind of stop this? It shouldn't. I want to say this and then say this, if I can.
I sympathize with your cause, but I must inform you that the Federation will not take sides in Gerrid's domestic politics.
Oh, shit.
The 5th scroll could...
But, yeah, no, let's talk to everybody.
If you'll excuse me, I have other
because
duties
if
to
I
attend
do
to.
that,
Perhaps we can talk again later.
It'll kind of send us there. We don't have to, but it'll kind of send us there. So I don't want to do that right now. Let's talk to the other people first. Lucana.
Captain Picard, my name is Lucana.
On behalf of the oppressed underclasses of Garrett, I'd like to thank you for rescuing us.
Don't thank me too quickly. You have illegally entered Federation space, and this ship is not a haven for criminals.
I am not a criminal, Captain. I am only seeking justice for my people.
Very well. You may stay on board the Enterprise until we have sorted this matter out.
Do not dismiss me so quickly, Captain. The fate of all Garrett is hanging in the balance.
Why do you say that?
I am searching for the fifth scroll. It's the only way to give the plebeians the freedom they deserve.
Who are the plebeians?
They are the underclasses of Garrett, forced by law to serve the patricians, their masters for the past 1,000 years.
She really didn't have to explain that. It was pretty obvious.
Why are you so interested?
Finding the fifth scroll will free my people from tyranny because the scroll gives the rights to the plebeians, Garrett's lower classes. That's why the government doesn't dare let me succeed.
Yeah, well, copyright stuff. The scroll gives the rights to plebeians, Garrett's lower class. That's why the government doesn't dare let me succeed. Yeah, most likely. I wanted to say it once it was done. The whole intro might be muted once I put this on YouTube, by the way. They are very fucking aggressive. Paramount is super aggressive with Star Trek copyrights. I sympathize with your cause, but I must inform you that the Federation will not take sides in Garrett's domestic politics. If you'll excuse me, I have other duties to attend to. Perhaps we can talk again later.
If you'll excuse... Why is your own mother trying to kill you?
She is only doing her duty. I know she doesn't want to kill me, but she is under orders to prevent Lucana from finding the lawgiver's fifth scroll.
Why are you so interested in this fifth scroll?
Because I believe in Lucana's crusade. Even though I was born a patrician, Lucana has made me aware of the plebeian suffering. The fifth scroll would give them a more honorable place in Garidian society.
I don't know if it's a mess, it's just Paramount is extremely aggressive. It's crazy.
I sympathize with your cause, but I must inform you that the Federation will not take sides in Garrett's domestic politics.
Some companies don't even give a shit about their copyrights. Especially on YouTube. They're the reasonable ones.
And we are not asking you to do so, Captain. When the time comes, we will fight that battle ourselves.
It's fine to defend your copyright. It's great. But there's some things that are just ridiculous. It's not because... Why? Because I play this fucking game and I do... Like, I don't make money on YouTube. But imagine I did, and some people do. So, you play this game and they copyright strike the intro because of the song or whatever. 25th Anniversary Edition, the Judgment Rights did that. The intro was copyrighted. So they're like, my videos are a bunch of like 3 hours, so it's okay. But I could do like an entire fucking 12-hour stream video. Yo, Mitrell, put it on YouTube. And because that intro, they copyright strike and take all the ads on my entire 12-hour video. That because this is extreme. That is extremely reasonable, right? That means that because I'm playing this game, I'm infringing on their copyright, and now I cannot make any money on this video because and not only that, they're taking my money. That is crazy. They're saying like, because you're playing this game, or because not even the game, I could just cut the intro, right? No, because that 30-second, a minute, let's say 2 minutes of song of Star Trek in the start of your 12-hour video, well, because of that, everything else is ours. And I'm the thief. I'm the infringing one. Oh my god. Anyways. Yo, Mitchell. Are you out of your Vulcan minds? Yeah, no, it's total theft. It's total theft, and they don't care. Paramount is crazy. I follow Angry Joe, and he can't even like talk about Star Trek on his videos without being copyrighted, because most of his critique are negative critiques. But if you go into another channel, it's positive critique. They don't get striked. They can just post their videos and they're fine. So imagine you post a video, and when you post a video on YouTube, I'm going on a tangent here, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to the game, just give me a second. But you post a video on YouTube, and if you're a big YouTuber, you might get 1 million views in a day or something, like in the first day. After that, it doesn't do much. So you post your video, and like immediately get striked. So if you leave it and it's strike, but it's still there, so the money, that it's making right now, and if you're not quick on the fucking mouse to do your shit, you have other things to do in your fucking life, that money's gone. You'll never see it again, because now you can just like stop that video and create another one, removing some stuff, blurring, whatever. Did you post it again? Will people watch it again? No, most likely not. So that money that you made on that, oh, it's done. It's done. It's over. It's done. It's never gonna see that. Anyways, and of course, I'm sure Paramount needs way more money than Angry Joe. They need the money for their Trek. We ain't gonna get some Star Trek if they don't get the money. Anyways, because we don't have enough Treks right now. It's overdose. So we talked to everybody, right? Even Avakar. In the name of justice. I don't think there's a limit on time here. Save. 5th scroll. So it feels like we could go do that 5th scroll thing, or we could talk to Starfleet.
Admiral Williams here. What can I do for you, Captain?
I'd like to confirm our current orders.
I'd like to confirm.
Of course. Starfleet Command is still considering the options. While we review the situation, the
Okay, we don't have anything to do. Thanks! What's your assignment on a recent performance?
What's your assessment?
The Enterprise's presence in this region has set a lot of minds at ease, but I'm still concerned about the Romulan activity in the area. Look sharp, Captain.
Oh, in the beginning, you can do like some crazy stuff where everybody dies. Like the scout ship, the other. The game continues on, but I don't remember if it's her or somebody else. He's like, wow, that wasn't great. Don't do that again. The game, like, you can fail a lot of things and it still continues. It's very much like 25th Anniversary Edition, which was made by another company, so it's really nice that they continue the same type of thing where there's combat, there's that when you go down on the planets.
What is the cut?
Actually, things are relatively quiet.
Picard out.
Let's look at the computer. That's another cool things. There's so many. Where is it? Tactical? No. Computer.
Primary core access enabled. Systems online.
There's so many cool things about this if you're a fan of Trek. Just not even playing the game. Just going through this, talking to the crew. Oh yeah, there's one thing I wanted to do at the beginning of the game. It's to go into the holodeck. Apparently there's an old tutorial here. That might be nice to watch at the beginning. Orientation.
Acknowledged.
Oh no, like... Stop the news.
Welcome aboard, Captain. The bridge is the command and control center of the Starship Enterprise. Many of the ship's functions can be controlled from this location. The communications station is used to open a channel to a planet, ship, or Starfleet command. The main function of the op station is to view records in the ship's computer. At the op station, the computer can look up information on spacecraft, celestial bodies, and general history. An analysis of the current mission can also be viewed. The con is the helm of the Enterprise. At the con, a course and speed are plotted for a destination planet. Regional planetary information can also be selected and displayed. The conference lounge is a meeting room for greeting visitors. The tactical
they don't need money.
Is the
Do you
area
think
for
it's the
defending
Star
the
Trek's bad
Enterprise
because they
in
lack
case of
money?
attack. The tactical station controls offensive and defensive maneuvers, phaser fire,
Oh wow, that
and
looks
the launch
great.
and
Hey, if the
disposal
combat
of
looked like
photon
that.
torpedoes. Control of this station can be delegated to Lieutenant Worf.
Can and should be delegated.
The turbo lift provides access to other parts of the ship, including engineering, the holodeck, and the transporter room. In engineering, the ship's power levels are adjusted, and repairs of damaged systems are conducted. Control of this station can be delegated to Lieutenant Commander LaForge.
Oh, this is a tour, yeah.
The holodeck is the area to review mission films previously stored in the ship's library.
It's cool they even incorporated the holodeck in there.
The transporter room is the location for assembling an away team. To be successful, an away team must have a proper blend of talents for the mission at hand. Before beam down, the away team must be equipped with appropriate gear for the mission. When the away team is ready to go, the mission will then commence.
Okay, so we kind of know what to do right now. Let's talk to Tabak, which seems to be the leader of the three.
I have decided to visit Shinnok and see whether he can help you regarding the fifth scroll.
Thank you for agreeing to visit Shinnok, Captain. The fifth scroll could be the greatest social discovery in Garrett's history.
No, you have to click the delegate button. If you don't, they will definitely not do anything. It's not like if you don't touch it, they do. It's a very well made game, but you have to check your options and know what the fuck you're doing. But it's funny, in the manual, yeah, I wanted to say that. So in the manual, they're like, oh, yeah, in the combat you can delegate, and in engineering you can delegate. And the difficulty settings doesn't have anything to do with that, really. The difficulty settings in this game, there's 3 difficulty settings. What they do, according to the manual, unless something else in the game and there's actually the combat's more difficult, I don't know. But they don't say it's the combat or anything. The AIs you don't have less health or whatever. It's all about... So if you go like full on captain, I think, when you talk to this guy and he tells you to go to that place, you'll have to enter it. When you go to the transporter, you'll have to choose your crew. You'll have to choose the item they come by, and it's pretty much that. And at the medium difficulty, they suggest things to you, and then you can do whatever you want. And at the easiest difficulty, they just beam down, which I really dislike. So I almost played on easy because I was afraid that there might be some space combat shit. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna just play easy, whatever, thinking that the easy mode was more combat related. But no, it's more about that. Anyway, going back to the delegate on off thing, which doesn't even consider the difficulty. But for me, it's all about the role playing. It's not like in the manual they're like, oh, like they almost want to give a reason for why you would put it on off. Like, oh, if you want to optimize your engineering. But like between you and me, did you see all the controls? If you're in the middle of a battle, you definitely want the Forge to do the repair automatically. Imagine doing that like fuck that. Like fuck that. But if you really want to, like if you want to tell Worf to delegate and just play LaForge while you like, and just that could be nice, like, or just do the combat portion. I'm sure a lot of people do the combat portion and the LaForge thing, but I would be the guy who would try just the LaForge part and just the repairing and giving power to different systems just as a geek. Now I'm old and it doesn't interest me as much, and I wasn't really that much into Star Trek when I was young, so I didn't really. But I'm sure some people just gushed on this game. And in their pants. We have another matter to look into. Understood, we'll be on the way at once. I will let you know when we arrive. So yeah, I'm gonna click on that and they're just gonna go.
Understood. We will be underway at once. I will let you know when we arrive.
Which I don't really like. I would prefer it if they would just give me the option there. I click on it, but it's just
Mr. Worf,
go.
inform Starfleet that we will be assisting the Garidians in their search.
In the manual it said that even on medium difficulty, you click the engage button. But you don't.
Aye, sir.
Computer, what are the current whereabouts of the Vulcan archaeologist Shaynok?
According to Federation Archaeological Survey records, Shaynok is currently excavating ruins on the planet Horst 3.
Set course for Horst 3, Warp 5.
So just a little like timeout. When I was testing this game and trying all the little combinations at the beginning because I was really having some fun. And so you can just like kind of like ignore the scout thingy and kind of fail that mission, and you don't get any of this, and you continue your patrol and you get called for Starfleet and you go on to another mission. So I don't know how many fucking branches there is. I played Starfleet Academy. Yes, that was pretty nice. Yeah, I played Starfleet Academy only on Super Nintendo. It was a really good game on the Super Nintendo game. And the Super Nintendo, and that's the game that we're gonna play after this. But after later, because I want to play these Star Trek games in order, later I'm gonna play the Star Trek PC game, which has fucking Shatner in it, and a bunch of other voices, I guess. Most notably Shatner. Set course for Horst 3, Warp 5.
Aye, sir.
Aye, sir. Yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, they don't. God damn it! I wanted to play. Do that engage button. Yeah, bridge. We can look at what we're doing right now. Let's go to astrogation. So we're here.
Captain, we are receiving an emergency transmission from Simcoe 4.
Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, so I guess an emergency. Maybe we're gonna go there since it's an emergency.
Simcoe 4? Isn't there a research center there?
Yes, sir. The work at Merton's orbital station focuses on power generation. The researchers there are among the best in the Federation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Cool, okay. Might be a great game then. So everything is manual. It's similar to this, because like if you this would have come out like 2 years after, and I think it could have done pretty much the same. It would have just been smoother. Like for example, in this view here, you can't really rotate this with the mouse. You have to click on these things, and it's just like it just feels. No, it could have been a little better. And nowadays, imagine like redoing a TNG game nowadays. They could actually, they're pretty old. Maybe 10 years, like 10 years from now, like in 2010-ish, they could have done another TNG game. Like not full motion video, but just the voices. I'm sure would have sold like. Relay the transmission to Starfleet. We can't afford to be no, on screen.
On screen. This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise. How can we be of help?
Captain Picard, I am Daneb, Chancellor of Simcoe. We are in need of immediate assistance. Merton's orbital station has been attacked by an unknown vessel and does not answer our hails.
Attacked? But the station is a purely scientific facility.
Is the attacking vessel still present?
We do not know. Whoever or whatever they were, our sensors did not detect them.
Perhaps it was a cloaked Romulan vessel.
I doubt the Romulans would venture this far into Federation territory. The risks are too great.
Captain, you must hurry. The attack has destabilized the station's experimental power core. We don't know how long we have until a core breach, but I can tell you the resulting energy release and radiation would be catastrophic.
What about survivors? Did anyone get off the station?
We detected several escape pods, but we haven't recovered them yet. The pods we detected could hold only a few dozen. There are hundreds aboard the station, including families.
Set course for Simcoe 4. I hope it's not too late.
Thank you, Captain. I hope you arrive in time.
We'll do our best. Picard out. Dr. Crusher.
Crusher here.
Doctor, we may shortly be taking on a large number of wounded, possibly hundreds.
How much time have I got?
Not enough, I'm afraid. Picard out. Miss LaForge?
Man, they thought about fucking everything.
Yes, Captain.
We're en route to Merton's orbital station. They've been attacked, and they're going to need immediate assistance. See what you can find out about their experimental power core.
I'll see what I can dig up, but the Simconians do some advanced work. It may take a while to figure it all out.
Then I suggest you work quickly. Millions of lives on the planet's surface may be at stake. I expect a full analysis of the situation and our options as soon as we're within sensor range.
Yes, sir.
Engage.
Let me play. Diverted. Warp 7. Destination. I guess this is the time, maybe? Light years from 6.7. Okay. It's the sector we're. Okay.
Captain's log. We have arrived at the Simcoe system in response to a distress call regarding Merton's orbital station. The station was apparently attacked by unknown forces, leaving it in danger of a power core breach.
We are within sensor range of the Merton's orbital station, sir.
On screen. Miss LaForge?
LaForge here.
Report. What is the condition of the station?
You're looking at what's left of the Merton's orbital station, one of the largest research centers in the Federation. The focus of their work is on power generation. 5 years ago, they built the prototype of an experimental power core, and it's been running the station ever since.
Power generation studies? That doesn't warrant an assault like this.
I've been in contact with Starfleet headquarters. Power generation is only part of what this station studies. For several years, researchers here have been working on new ways to detect cloaked vessels.
If the Romulans discovered this, they might have risked a raid. The Simconians did not detect the attacking ship. It may have been cloaked.
That's speculation, Mr. Worf. We have no proof the Romulans were involved.
Well, whoever it was, something powerful punched through the station's shields and sliced off an entire research wing.
What do you mean, sliced off?
There is insufficient debris in the area to indicate that the missing section was destroyed. It is possible the attackers simply removed it.
From where? Where's the section that's been removed? Everything looks fine. Oh, this part here, this is okay. This is okay. But here... yeah, I guess here and here.
Geordie, could that be what destabilized the power core?
It looks more destroyed than like it looks like they shot it. But whatever.
No, and that's what I can't figure out. Damage to the upper deck should only cause minor problems, but I'm reading serious power fluctuations. Maybe serious enough to breach the power core's containment field.
What will happen if the containment field fails?
Come on.
I can't say for certain, but with the amount of energy that thing can put out, I wouldn't want to be around it when it goes.
Yeah, of course, we know what's gonna happen.
Is there any way to shut down the core?
There's a fail-safe mechanism which is supposed to jettison the core automatically in an emergency.
Okay.
I'd say this qualifies as an emergency. Why wasn't the core jettisoned?
Oh. Someone said sounds.
The only way to prevent it is by manual
Oh,
override.
what is this?
Someone has to be there to stop it.
I can't really alt-tab on this game.
That means there's someone still alive in there. Data, are you picking up any life signs?
It's DOSBox. It's okay, I should, but whatever.
The station's shielding is interfering with our sensors. I cannot tell if any of the crew are still alive. However, life support is still functioning. But power readings indicate that it may fail at any time.
Dr. Crusher.
Crusher here.
We are nearing Merton's station. Are you prepared for casualties?
My staff is ready to do double shifts. We can handle about 330 emergency cases, but we'll have to beam the rest down to Simcoe.
Understood. What is your recommendation?
We can't do anything from here, but to get an away team aboard, we have to find a way through those shields.
I believe I have a solution. The station's upper shields are badly damaged. If we establish a lock on a transporter on the upper decks, a transporter beam could penetrate the weakened shields.
Once we're in, we should be able to jettison the power core. Then we can lower the station's shields and evacuate the wounded.
Very well, number one. Make it so.
Jordy, I want you and the rest of the away team ready to go in 20 minutes.
We'll be there in 10.
I took it and threw it on the ground.
What was that? When I press enter, when I'm here, and I press enter, it seems to be also clicking on where my mouse is. That's why I clicked on the wharf last time. No Starfleet.
Mr. Data.
I suggest we contact Star...
Why?
Counselor, do you...
I'm sorry, Cap.
No.
Any suggestions?
I'm sorry, Cap.
Come on. No, I don't have anything to do with this. Or have you? Like all these little missions, I'm sure are all connected. Hey, Count Wolf, how's it going? What's up with saying sounds? The bot pays attention to that. Yeah. Sounds like somebody said sounds and then you triggered the sounds again. Come on, dude. It's okay. Now you know that there's a bunch of sounds on the channel. So yeah, turbo lift and teleport.
Beam down coordinates selected.
There was a soundbite of Lonely Islands, like a boss song. Eh? What? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so here you choose who you can pick up. I don't know exactly what this bar is. Elf? Yeah, threw it on the ground. I'm an adult.
Beam down coordinates selected.
Yeah, we're good. I feel just like Chief O'Brien. Okay. Do we save again? No. Just save here as like a little quick save here. Quick save. Okay. Woo. What is this? Options? Okay. Maniac Mansion style, we can control everybody. Noise. Welcome to the real world, bitches. Communication. Do you wish to contact the ship? Oh.
Beam us up.
No, 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 no. Picard's like, so, what's up? Okay, let's look at everything. Already I like this because it lights up when you look at things. Because Spectrum HoloByte, what the fuck did they do?
This is an unusual design for a transporter panel.
Also, everybody has something to say?
From this console, we can do point-to-point beaming inside the station's shields.
Oh my god, everybody has something else to say. What do you have to say?
These transporter controls look like they're operational.
Let's start with the Forge for this.
I don't recommend we send anybody through. With these energy fluctuations, any living matter could be severely distorted.
Okay, so these are teleport panels, right?
I don't recommend we send anybody through. With these energy fluctuations, any living matter could be severely distorted.
Do I sound like a fucking Star Trek noob when I say teleport instead of transport? They always say transporter beam. They never say teleport.
All primary subsystems are down. Inertial dampers, life support, no telling how long until these power surges overload the backups. We'd better hurry. All primary subsystems are down. Inertial dampers, life support, no telling how long until these power surges overload the backups. We'd better hurry.
Don't touch me, man!
All primary subsystems... It's Lieutenant Worf, the ship's security chief. Beverly Crusher is the ship's medical... It's Commander...
Oh, for those wondering, this takes place during Season 7 of Star Trek Next Generation.
All primary subsystems are down. Inertial dampers, life support, no telling how long until these power... I don't see anything.
Okay. Let's go with some Riker.
Wouldn't count on using this transport. This is an unusual design for a transport. These power surges are serious. Without a stable power source, we'll lose.
Oh yeah, so this game is so cool. This is the phaser power. Weird that this is high setting and this is low setting. I would thought that high setting would be red, but I'm sure this is canon.
It's a phaser.
Whoa! Holy shit! Ah, we finally see a tricorder up front. I didn't really explore the computer up above. What happened? I got distracted by something. Like on TWD, they never say zombies. On The Walking Dead? Yeah. They never say zombie. Stabilize life support, prevent power core breach. Wow, we have our mission objectives here. That's amazing. Station is center for power generation research. Power core is of experimental design. Station attacked by unknown foe. Core destabilize. Endangering life support, station is surrounded by protective shielding to contain power core fluctuations. Core must be stabilized or jettisoned before shields can be lowered. So I think by bringing LaForge should be able to do the stabilize thing. Maybe jettison if you don't bring the right people. But you can always beam up to the ship and back down, right? What's this? It's a phaser. Oh, nice. I didn't talk about this part at all in the manual. But this is all our conversations. Ooh.
It's a medical kit. Medical personnel use the medical tricorder to identify biological problems and determine treatment.
I want to see it.
Let's get up to the station's control center. We have to stabilize life support.
Yeah.
According to the schematics, the life support controls are up and stationed in...
There may be an auxiliary life support panel below in engineering. We could stabilize it from there.
Okay, he says engineering, but you said...
According to the schematics, the life support controls are up and stationed in
Let's get up to the station's control...
I guess that's more important right now. Stabilize life support. Yeah, you're right. Hopefully, you're not on a timer.
Commander, I'm reading some serious power fluctuations in the life support systems.
How serious?
Well, we could lose life support at any time. We've got to find a stable power source, and soon.
If life support fails,
I think you might be correct.
We won't have much time to stay.
Agreed. Life support has to take priority. Let's get to the control room and see if we can switch life support over to emergency power.
I just said that. I was just looking at the stuff, talking to people, and yeah, life support is more important. And then everybody's like, yeah, life support, right? What's going on? Is the game listening to me? Yeah, I think we're gonna reload because that looked like a timer thing. After a certain time, LaForge says something about that. Okay. So since you're right, we might be on a timer. Let's reload this and save it as arrived. Arrived. There you go. And now I'll do a quick save here, and this will be a quick save. There you go. So we have a safe save. Oof. It's kind of rough on the edges. Like these are not the best. I mean, when he looks at us, it's not too bad. But oof. What about you? I don't know. I don't know why, but it just looks funky to me. Anyway,
it didn't work.
Oh.
It didn't work. It
didn't work. Phaser? It's phaser time, guys, already?
It didn't work.
Did you try it, though? From where you are? Try it, whatever it is. Use the door.
It didn't work.
Start punching the door. I didn't say punch the door, I said use the door. That's how I use doors.
It didn't.
Okay, phaser time, I guess. Again, I'm gonna reload and do this quickly if there's a timer. Fire phaser outdoor. At the lowest setting, might not do anything.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, okay. Can you like use a tricorder on some of these things?
No unusual read. All primary subsystems are down. Inertial dampers, life support. The systems check out, but the energy flow is highly unstable. I wouldn't use it unless we have to.
That's weird that it does.
The systems check out. All primary.
So this is the item of everybody. It's not her item. I don't know exactly what this is. Maybe this is always there and this is like optional equipment. Wharf?
That does not work.
It's not.
Oh, just this maybe? Ah, yeah. Still learning. What about this? That's interesting. Foot on chair? No? No. Okay. Whoa. Oh yeah, you can press shift. Oh my god. Hallelujah.
It looks like she's still alive, but she's pinned under that cable.
This is already my favorite point-and-click adventure game. This is the best feature ever in the point-and-click adventure game. That is quick. I feel like I'm playing Space Quest and I just put the the thing at fastest.
It looks like she's still alive, but she's pinned under that cable.
Worf, I should have brought. I should always bring data.
She cannot be treated unless we move the cable. However, there is a risk we may injure her in doing so.
Okay. Let's go with Crusher, maybe?
Her legs are probably broken, and I think she's in shock, but I'd have to take a closer look to be sure.
You wanna talk to her?
There's no need for that.
Okay. Do you wanna use the medical tricorder?
She's got multiple fractures in both legs. The bones in the lower part of her left leg are shattered. She's in shock and there's some internal bleeding.
No, it's mostly the animation. They seem just stiff. It just seemed like some fan-made animation. Animation is hard.
All things considered, she's very lucky. I can take care of the worst of her injuries here, but I'd like to get her
If it's motion
sick
captured, my god. They should not have done that. No, I just bring data because he's so powerful. Like, he can do a lot of things that most people won't be able to, like taking this out. So we can't talk to her, right?
There's no need.
Move out of the way.
There's no need. Her legs are probably broken, and I think she's in shock. I can't do anything for her until we get that cable out of the way.
Let's get that cable out of the way.
If we move the cable, we may injure her. There must be another way to get her free.
So we don't move the cable. We move the cable or we don't?
She's got multiple fractures. It's not working.
No, use this? Yeah. On Travelman.
I can't do anything for her until we...
Okay, we need to clear that. I really feel like Data could have taken this out of the way.
It is too heavy.
Okay, let's move. Can we talk to people? Suggestions?
I don't like it.
Yeah, did you see that?
But a phaser may be the only way to get to her.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, look at that. Look at this. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh my god. It's so bad. No, it's not so bad. It's just that the rest is so good. I mean, the graphics in this game aren't the best. I like some things, like these portraits, the interface, and some parts on the bridge are really nice. Okay, so phaser at the lowest settings, not gonna do anything.
The cable has been cut through.
Shit, I would have shot here, not there, but okay.
Dr. Crusher is the...
Her legs are I can't do anything for her until we get that... If we move the cable, we may injure her. If we move the cable...
It is too heavy.
We need to shoot again.
It is too heavy. She cannot be treated unless we move the cable. However, we should conserve our phaser energy.
Where is it? Do we have phaser energy? I didn't know we had phaser energy.
We can't risk it. If the cable shifts, it could crush her. We can't risk it.
Crush her?
We can't risk it. There's no way to get to her. We've got to move that cable. There's no way to get...
Oh.
I can't do anything. It's not working. It's a data transfer line. Some kind of weapon has burned through it.
This cable's built for handling information, not energy. I'm surprised it didn't just vaporize when it was hit.
But we hit it. Is she talking about us?
It's a data transfer line.
And since there's multiple, yeah, that's why I should always save. I should look at everything again just in case, especially doing this.
All primary from this. I don't
and then using this.
All primary. The systems check out, but the energy flows high.
Yeah, exactly. This cable has been burned with some kind of weapon. Yeah?
It's a data transfer line. Some kind of weapon has burned through it.
No,
this cable's built for handling information, not energy.
She might be talking about this little part there. Okay, so we can't talk to this woman.
There's no need.
We can't use this.
I can't do anything for her until we get that.
We can't move the cable.
It is too heavy.
Even if we cut it.
It is too heavy.
Maximum.
She is dead.
I see. She is. Let's do this again. I want Riker to hear him say that.
She was too close when the cable
No, that's not as funny. No, I know why she's oh, whoops.
The cable has been cut.
Like, he says that, but then he doesn't want to do this.
We should conserve. So
did I? Is there like a middle ground I can do that? Okay, let's do this. No, not you. No, not you.
I don't.
Okay, fuck it. Yeah, let's try in the middle.
She was too close when the cable vaporized.
I know, State of USA. It doesn't make any sense, but that's just the way it is. Where is my phaser energy? Please explain this to me. Phaser energy. Let's put it there. At least if it kills her, you'll say she's dead.
The cable has been cut through.
Okay, so this is good. 5. Sorry if I move. Saves coming, this point and click adventure game. No, this was too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try 6.
I can't cut any closer without endangering her.
Okay. But that's it. There's no more. And then you won't do it anymore.
I don't think that's the...
Okay, well, let's continue with this. So we can't move the cable, right?
We can't risk it. If the cable shifts, it could crush her.
You say that, but when I go here, he says...
It is too heavy.
It just says it's too heavy. What do you say?
If we move the cable, we may...
Injure her. And what you say?
I wouldn't try it. If that cable shifts...
He's the only one who actually wants to kill her. Let's ask her for
There's no
tips.
way to move that data cable ourselves. Maybe we could use the transporter.
Ah, you're
The readings we've taken are good enough for a transporter lock.
So what, I click on this? Okay. I guess we don't have access to the communicator right now. It should try. It should at least do like, oh, the communicator doesn't work. Let's go back. Let's use the tricorder on.
It's a data transfer line. The end shows signs of contact with a phase. No unusual read.
I don't want to ail them. When I ail, I come back to the ship. That's not what I want. Let's try.
Beam us up.
No. Oh, this transporter here. Oh, you're correct. Why not our transporter? What's the problem? They say they would do it as a last resort. Okay, it's got the beam.
I can't cut any closer.
Okay, and then you're on my cable. Okay. Hello, hello. Exit, exit. Let's use LaForge.
It's a little risky, but I think we can use this transporter. It works just like ours. Lock on, then energize. It's a little risky, but...
Wow. Oops.
It didn't work.
It didn't work? Looked like it worked.
It didn't.
Why did they say it didn't work? What?
I don't see anything special about it.
No, I don't see anything special about it. But it did work.
No unusual reason.
Hey, shift. I'm pressing shift. Because you're saying use cable. Oh, you're right. Oh, that they didn't work is it's his usual It doesn't work. They should say it doesn't work. It's fucking me up because that's why I responded. Did you try it? Did you try though? Because you're at the other end of the room and you say use door and they're like, it didn't work. It didn't move 1 inch. It didn't work. It. Define it. What? When? What didn't work? You didn't do anything. You just stand there. It didn't work. It's like, hey, can you open up that door for me? It didn't work. Okay. Let's ask. No, let's ask Crusher. See if she can move it. Actually,
if we move the cable, we may injure.
Yeah, we went through this already.
If we move,
I think he might be the only one who can move it. Is there anything else you can do now that we removed half the cable?
She's got multiple fractures in both. All things considered, she's very lucky. I can take care of the worst of her injuries here, but I'd like to.
Okay.
It's not work. It's not work. There's no.
No, not on Crusher. On the injured woman. Oh, this works. There you go.
That takes care of the worst of her injuries. She's coming around now.
Okay, yeah, I'm not moving that cable. Okay, there you go. Let's talk to her.
How do you feel?
I'll manage. You're from Starfleet, aren't you?
Oh, they weren't talking to themselves with the echo thing. Because they were using echo on the bridge when they were talking to themselves, I think. No, it's just the place here is echo.
Yes, we're from the Enterprise. Try not to move. I've stopped.
I thought she was talking to herself, which would make sense, right?
Her legs are in bad shape.
Why would she actually vocalize what she was doing?
You're right. Multiple fractures, probable lacerations. I'm Anna Bennett, Chief Medical Officer. We've got a lot of wounded here, some worse off than me. How many can you evacuate?
Yo, Eric, how's it going?
Our sickbay can handle any emergency cases. The rest we can beam down to the planet, but we can't begin transport until we lower the station's shields.
This game is great.
We can't do that until we stabilize or jettison the power core.
This game is amazing. It's what all the Star Trek games should thrive to be. How many wounded are there? We'll get you beamed out here as soon as possible. Don't try to move. You may aggravate your injuries. I'll be back soon to check on you. Okay, question. If we can... Oh no, we can't beam out from here. We can go outside and beam out there. Okay. Because I was like, if we can beam things out from here, how come we can't beam her? I understand we might not want to beam her using the internal transporter because they were saying it's kind of finicky. You don't want to get her stuck in the transporter. In the transporter buffer. I know my Star Trek. That's an actual thing, a transporter buffer. Technically, because of one single episode, they open up the door to the fact that you could technically resurrect anybody who's ever been teleported. Which opens up a whole can of fucking worms. I'm sure they address it again in another Star Trek. Oh, speaking of transporter, I'm gonna ask you guys, because I'm sure a lot of people here are familiar with Star Trek. And I wanted to post it on Discord. I might post it also to get maybe more point of view, more opinions on this. So, okay, listen to me, okay. So, transporters in Star Trek. So, in the oldie Star Trek games, movies, series, they had to go onto the transporter pad and get beamed out. But eventually they were like, why? And they started doing things like transporting people from one place to another. So you don't need to be on a pad to be transported. Like, you can be on the planet and be transported to a pad, you can be transported to a pad, but you can transport it from somewhere to another, elsewhere. The Heisenberg compensators. So, why the fuck do they not... Well, first of all, why do they never... They do that a little bit, transporting people from one place to another, so they're on another planet and they need to go somewhere. If they can, most of the time they'll find some reason, some shielding, this material cannot use it, can't be penetrated by the transporter beam, whatever. But why the hell can they just transport themselves? Like, when they decide to go down to a planet, why do they need to go to the transporter room? Why do they just get teleported exactly from where they are? Just, why not? It's so weird that they need to be in the transporter room. There's no reason. Especially when they're on the ship. Anywhere else it's debatable. But when they're on the Enterprise, they could technically just teleport to the bathroom when they need to. Bathroom emergency, teleport me directly on it, you know? Why? I want some answers right now. What happened to the rest of the crew? I can't believe they just left you here injured like this. How are you feeling? Is there any pain? Oh. What's the point of transporter room? Yeah, I know, but maybe that's why they did the joke. And transporter pad area is relatively small, as I guess maybe 12 person. However, transporter is able to beam hundreds of people. If a 3-man away team is to beam down the surface, why do I have to walk all the way to... It's exactly my question! It's exactly that! The first answer, the most up answer is... The transporter installed on Earth's starship features one large... blah 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 blah. Why make them walk? The outer hull of the starship incorporated a number of emitter paths for transporter beam. Okay. At least initially, they created a beam from the pad and transporter room, which would then travel through a beam created from the hull. There wasn't a beam emitted that pointed towards the inside of the ship. What? I don't... Beam emitter. But they definitely teleport people directly into sickbay. In the mid-2260s, beaming from a transporter pad to a location within the same vessel was of very risky proportions. No, you're right, I've never really seen that in Star Trek. I don't see why they would do that. The limitations of the technology at the time made it highly probable that any error was only subject. That's only because, like, it's only because transporter beam are used to transport to other ships or other planets. And even though they could technically use it for other instances, they just don't. And we as viewers, we accept that. Because it would fuck up everything. Every fucking thing. Anyways, because, like, don't get me started on replicators. Because you start replicating foods, no problem. And as if you watch a lot of Star Trek, they don't replicate much other than food. They do sometimes. They don't mention it much. Because if they would mention it every time, I mean, come on. Sometimes it would be, why didn't you just replicate that? And there's always, oh, that you can't replicate a phaser because security reasons. You can't replicate XYZ for plot reasons. Oh man, there was one episode in season 1, I think, or season 2, where a race was like, no, we're not taking the transporter. And was like, yes! Yes! Oh man, I understand you. And the entire race is like, nope, we are not using teleporters. And I was surprised that they never really came back with that, because I can imagine in all of the fucking galaxy there must be thousands of fucking races that would never let themselves, for religious reason or whatever. I wouldn't do it. It's not even for religious reasons. It's for science reasons. In my mind, I'm fucking, if you dematerialize me, I'm fucking dead. What is transported, what is rematerialized is another me. That's exactly me. For you guys, it won't do any difference, but I'm fucking dead. And that guy doesn't know it, and he thinks he's me. How many wounded are there? I understand that for everybody else it doesn't matter, but it does matter for the person who gets dematerialized. How many wounded are there? It's a very philosophical question. Not really.
How many wounded are there?
I can't give you an accurate count, but the first attack destroyed an entire wing. I was headed for sickbay when we were hit again.
Do you know who or what did this?
We never knew what hit us. There was an initial attack which lasted maybe 10 minutes.
Damn.
Later there was a hull breach and the power systems went crazy. I don't remember anything after that. I passed out.
They attacked 10 minutes a research station. I want to... What happened to the rest of the crew? I can't believe they just left you
What
there.
happened to the rest of the crew? I can't believe they just left you here injured like this.
I don't trust her.
Most of them probably escaped when Commander Wild gave the order to evacuate after the first attack. But I know many are trapped and can't reach the shuttle bays.
They said multiple times that moving the cable might injure her. I think the idea here will be to teleport her once we're settled in. This is literally the third screen we saw. I don't know what the rest of this is. Barclay and his first transporters. Oh, he uses them. He uses them. He doesn't like them. He uses them. No, there's an entire race that doesn't really that doesn't do it at all. Don't fucking compare me to Barclay. To Broccoli. He does have a great episode where he becomes extremely intelligent. That's a good actor, that guy.
What did you mean when you said the power systems went crazy?
It's this insane experiment Dr. Greaves and some of the other researchers put in place. A revolutionary power source. It's unstable enough to begin with. After sustaining damage like this, who knows what it'll do?
We've picked up some rather large power fluctuations. Is that normal?
How should I know? Those maniacs. You know what they've got down there? They plugged the biggest research station in the quadrant into a singularity, a black hole.
I actually didn't get off Abandonware, but there, no, you cannot buy this game. Their power source started a revolution.
Then why the instability? I thought most singularities were stable.
Greaves came up with some scheme to increase the energy output. Something about gravity waves. I don't know all the details, but it involved destabilizing the containment field.
We'll get you beamed out of here as soon as possible. Don't try to move. You may aggravate your injuries. But I'm pretty sure it is available on Abandonware sites. They're just doing what every Romulan ship that goes to warp does. I'm back as soon. Check out on you. Are you feeling? Is there any pain?
How are you feeling?
I've been better.
That's the first thing I wanted to say.
But I think I'm alright for now.
We'll get you beamed out as soon as possible. Don't move.
We'll get you beamed out of here as soon as possible. Don't try to move. You may aggravate your injuries.
Thank you, Doctor. I'm aware of that. I'll stay put.
Well, then I'll trust your professional judgment. We'll be back once we've restored life support and lowered the shields.
Wait a minute. Life support is failing? What's wrong with it? It wasn't damaged in the attack.
Main power is fluctuating so wildly that it's disrupting the life support systems.
I warned them about using an inherently unstable power source, but I never thought it would come to this.
We can probably stabilize life support if we can switch to emergency power.
The only place you can do that is in station administration, and you'll need the security code to access the emergency systems. It's 334L42.
Thank you.
Anytime. Good luck.
Cool. Okay. Let's do a little break here. So that's the only saves we have. Shit. Oh. I guess she still has some stuff to say to us.
Where is?
It's on the level just above. Take the turbo lift in the next.
I'll be back.
All right.
Yeah, it's really annoying. When you press this, you're going to save, you save, and when you press enter, wherever your cursor is, it's gonna do the thing. Like if I put my cursor here.
We have to find the life support panel. It's probably in the main control room.
What? Anyway, maybe there's a timer, so we're gonna pause the game while I take a little break, and we'll come back to this. I don't even see the time flying. It's a really, really good game. Really good game.
Match wits with robots that sneak up behind you, hide behind walls, and work in teams. The best multiplayer out of the box. Descent 3 is optimized for modem internet play. Descent 3.
This universe is just as real as yours.
Laura's back.
Okay, one more time. This is your brain. This is your brain on a computer. And this is Dr. Brain on your computer.
Why were you in Paris? Because it started there. When did you join the Templars? Never. I only had the amulet. Really? And so you killed the messenger? No! I didn't do that. It was the clown. Ha! The clown. And And he was responsible for the killing? Yes! With the bomb! A bomb!
Broken Sword, the game. Out now on PC CD-ROM.
And we're back.
There's nothing unusual.
I don't see anything. I'd sure like to get a look at that power core. Just one of these conduits could handle the entire energy output of the Enterprise. Boy, this place was built to last. Even with major structural damage, basic systems are still functional, even the turbolifts. I don't see anything special. Readings show massive fluctuations in the power level. Can't imagine what could cause something like this. There's a tremendous drain, then it cuts off suddenly and even reverses slightly, almost as if something were breathing the energy. Severe power oscillations put a lot of stress on the containment field. If the field breaches, this station's had.
So you do this, you get this screen here. Oh wow, it actually says what it is. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I didn't trust this game for some reason. Wow, 5 pages. Energy conduit composition, 8-phase transition welded layers of titanium. Wow. Energy, plasma with unusual gravitron contamination. Energy level fluctuate at increasing levels. Damn. Probability of conduit rupture 84%. Probability of feedback to power core 16%.
Readings show massive fluctuation. No one
there's something I wanted to try with the girl. Can I move this even if it's dangerous?
I wouldn't try it.
It is too heavy. It is...
Okay.
That's a high-capacity data transfer cable, probably a main communications line.
Let's not take the turbo lift yet. Or maybe that's all we can do here. Administration for the life supports, right?
A lot of these systems are out. I think we're in luck. This life support console's still active. I think we're in luck.
Nope. A puzzle here or what?
With the emergency systems access code, we can shut down or redirect power to life support. I don't see anything special.
Emergency system. That's it. Enter authorized code. Control active power redirect. Use shutdown. Shutdown. Life support disconnected from main power. Operating on emergency power only. Life support is stable at minimum level. I guess that's it. So if we look at the tricorder again. Oh, it still says this, it doesn't say Okay, and this is our missions. So
I think we're in luck.
Did it work? I'm not sure it worked. Restoring life support. Did that work? What the fuck? And this should be it, right? It's not clear. They should say something. Yay, we restored the life support.
A lot of these systems.
I'm not even sure it worked because I go back into the console and it's exactly how it was.
Looks like a power surge knocked out the holotable. I could fix it if we had more time, or if I had a flux router, I could bypass the damage completely.
Holotable.
Looks like a power.
Why would I want an holotable?
Looks like a power. It's dead. Power surges have disabled most of the station's primary system. It's dead. Power. It's dead. It's dead.
It's dead, Jim.
I don't see anything special.
A window.
It didn't work.
I really don't like. I dislike that he says that.
We did not come here for sightseeing.
Why is there a window there? Why can I click on the window?
There's nothing unusual.
And this is nothing?
I don't think that's such a good...
The power core could breach its containment field at any time. We have to get to main engineering right away.
Okay. What about the life support? Maybe we've talked to the Crusher.
I hope the controls we need aren't in one of the damaged sections.
The power core could breach...
The power core controls are probably on...
Seems that that's what we need to do right now.
The most likely place for the jettison controls is in...
The power core could...
The power core...
Okay, okay. Engineering. I guess we're gone. Ah, shit. Did she... was about to say something?
I've never seen anything like it. The experiments here must require a lot of energy. These look like high-capacity conduits.
Hey, Odif. Well... yeah, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna play this for a long while. I like digesting games and... many dead by blowing up. Yes, we're gonna... a lot of people are gonna die before the end of this game.
Amazing.
Have a great night.
I'd say that alien machine cut through the conduit casing to get at the energy inside.
Okay.
Amazing. It's using a plasma suspension beam to draw energy straight out of the main conduits.
Subject unknown. Mass 126 kilogram. Isn't that like pretty light for how big it is? Iron, silicon, water, unidentified compound, gold, hydrogen. 8 phase transition welded layers. No. Energy, none. Analysis. Subject is naturally occurring interplanetary debris. Eh. What? Most certainly not. Subject is naturally occurring interplanetary debris.
Wait a minute.
This?
I had readings of neutronium hull and internal energy, but now all I can pick up are natural elements.
Ah.
It's sending false readings to our tricorders. It's like a chameleon. It disguises itself perfectly. If we weren't here to see it, we'd never know it was here. It could probably fool our ship sensors just as easily. This chameleon field seems to take a fraction of a second to adjust to new scanning frequencies. If I set the tricorder to randomly shift frequencies at high speed...
I can actually...
I'm getting a partial reading now.
Get a real reading of the thing. Oh, there you go. Minimum. I was like, that doesn't seem right. Surface is neutronium. Minimum thickness 5 cm. Deeper scan is impossible. Energy. Maximum output. Estimated at 9.6 warp. Equivalent duration 10 minutes. Reserves increasing. Emission. Plasma suspension beam. Active scanner waves. Warning. Evidence of phaser capability. Subject is warp-capable device. Origin unknown. Wow, it's warp-capable.
Yep, it's a neutronium hull, all right, and a powerful energy source. I've never seen that much power in such a small package before.
Yeah, what do you say about that?
I'd say we found our intruder. I don't think that's such a good idea.
I don't think that's such a good idea. No? Shoot at it. Oh wait, we have to try some stuff here. Let's save on the quick save. And shoot it.
It's a phaser.
Nah, yeah, I know that. Boom. Again! Let's go. Oh, we're not game over? What? He's technically not dead. Oh.
I'd say we found...
Are they gonna comment on what just happened?
Geordi is the Enterprise's...
Okay, let's reload even though it doesn't seem to have done much. Oh no! Hey, what? No. Didn't I save just before? Well, okay, I guess I'll have to do this again. I definitely saved. Let's go there first. You. So yeah, if I talk to people now,
we must locate the life.
This is where
they talk about the life support. We have no point. This is not a point system game. Use this, and then exit. They don't even say anything.
The power core.
I can't believe that they don't even acknowledge that you did a thing in the game. It didn't work, but you didn't try. Save. Enter. I think I pressed the save button.
It's using...
Okay, so... What? Was it gonna scan it again?
It's sending... This chameleon field seems... There.
Now we have the real readings.
Yep, it's a neutron...
Okay, let's save. No. Enter. And it's... I need to put this on a place that there's nothing. There you go. Okay, so can't shoot at it. We can't talk to it.
It didn't.
If you scan it with your medical tricorder.
It's not working.
No.
I've never seen anything.
I'd say we found... The experimental power core must... I'd say we've...
Okay, let's move around. Oh, it's a turbo lift, okay.
Ah!
Oh. Well, we know he's not dead. So we cannot go in that direction.
Ah!
Commander Riker is the ship's... Commander Riker... Dr. Crusher...
I would have liked to try a... Like... Once a guy is down, use Crusher on him. This is our health. I guess it regenerates. If I go again...
Ah!
He's stunned. It's Commander...
Okay.
Ah!
Can we even move here? Okay. Will she come eventually? Anyway, I don't need her. There's a shit ton of stuff on this. Pulse negator, graviton probe, wave converter, inverter coupling, plasma shunt, flux router. He did say something about the flux router. Can I just pick up everything?
It didn't work.
Let's pick up everything. Let's look at everything.
A wave reduction converter. We might be able to use this. It's a specialized tool for dampening graviton flux waves. That's a phase inverter coupling. It's for reconnecting multi-phase energy channels and correcting flux modulation problems. I don't think we'll need this plasma shunt. The main power source here is definitely not plasma-based. A graviton probe. That could be useful when you're dealing with the gravitic power source. A flux router is for really delicate work. The medical
wait, why is it still there? Okay, this is the middle, but this it could have been on the left or the right. They just decided to put it in the middle. I don't think I've ever seen this. It's kind of weird.
Pulse negators are used for canceling fluctuations in... I don't see anything special.
This is just equipment cards. I can't open it.
It didn't. It...
Wow, there's not much to interact with unless Riker is in front of the computer. Control panel. Yeah.
Well, it's a little unfamiliar, but I think I can control the station's power flow. Well, it's a little unfamiliar.
What the fuck?
Well, it's a little unfamiliar.
Okay, let's use it then. These look like puzzles, but I think it's just like one big button. Initiate temporary shutdown. Okay. What did that do? Oh, now I have shutdown group 1, 2, 3, 4. And now it's not there. 1, 2. Oh. Was that bad? I think you didn't like that. I did it, I think. They're not gonna say anything.
The Forged Enterprise. Did you pick that up?
I actually thought that was gonna happen. They just stand there and I'm like, and as a player I'm like, was that good, bad? What exactly happened here? So I think I fiddled with the power and the creature didn't like it. But I don't know if it was a precise combination. I actually wanted to do 1, 2, 3, but I kind of like slipped and it did 1, 3. And anyway.
We have detected a small object departing the station at high speed. Sensors identify it as a small asteroid.
It is not.
You've got to be kidding.
Apparently this object is capable of sending false readings to our sensors.
We know.
That asteroid is a sophisticated device. It's using a chameleon field to send false readings to the sensors.
Interesting. The object has accelerated to warp speed.
The station is stable, so we can do this, right? That girl's still there. Like, we could stay here. And now we can transport from here? Even though I'm sure I couldn't click on this. See how long you can track it. Let's track it down. I guess it's not. If this is an option, it must not be stable. I mean, track. It's gonna track it anyway.
I'd like to chase it down, but the station isn't stable yet. See how long you can track it.
Go after it.
Acknowledged. Picard out.
It's Picard. Just choose. You're funny. You're the captain. The Forge not's gonna tell you what to do. Yeah, so now we'll be able to maybe go left where the creature was.
I'd say that alien machine cut through the conduit casing to get at the energy inside. I'd say that alien machine... Readings show massive fluctuation. Can't imagine what could cause something like this. Severe power oscillations put a lot of stress on the containment field. If the field breaches...
Oh yeah, the station's gonna explode if I go away. And the girl is still there.
You have an uncanny sense of timing.
There you go.
I beg your pardon?
Timing, I said. You have fine timing. The one instant I cannot afford to be distracted, and in barges all of Starfleet.
All of Starfleet. Where everybody's here. It's a big old party. Starfleet party. Starfleet party. Creature gone.
I I think he's adjusting the containment field strength on the fly, but nobody could make the calculations that fast.
I'm Commander Riker of the Enterprise. We've come to help.
Charmed. I'm
Still
Dr.
low on
Silas Greaves, Chief of Energy Research. For now, the most help you can give me is to stay out of the way!
Yeah, I thought it would go back up. If she scans... Right.
Will's wounded.
Okay. Can you heal it?
It's not work. There's no need for that.
Really? Medkit on right.
There's no need for that.
Well, he's wounded or he's not?
There's no need for that.
You would think it would work. Look at stuff or talk to him. Just talk to him. We saw a large alien device just outside this door. It was attached to the main conduit. You know what it was doing? Our sensors showed that your core is unstable. We need to jettison it before it reaches the containment field.
We saw a large alien device just outside this door. It was attached to the main conduit. Do you know what it was doing?
I can't imagine. There shouldn't be anything attached to the main conduits except where they connect to the distribution net. What did it look like?
It was about 15 meters long with a neutronium alloy shell. It was well armed and almost as hostile as you.
Neutronium? Armed? We have nothing like that here. It must have been left by the ship that attacked us. Where is it now?
It carved a hole in the hull and left. Your automated safety systems sealed the breach.
Well, that explains the damage to the conduits and the energy fluctuations. I wonder what it was doing.
The power core is dangerously unstable. We're going to have to jettison it before it breaches.
Jettison it? No, this power core is inherently unstable. All we have to do is get it back within operating parameters.
So the containment field's not going to fail?
Oh, it'll breach all right, but not so soon as you might think. I may have time to get it under control if you'd stay out of my way.
Proceeds to stay out of his way. Okay, we don't have time. Think we can save him or just present myself. Let's try this.
I'm Geordie LaF.
Thanks for the offer, but I haven't time to instruct Starfleet in the intricacies of singularity-driven power generation, so kindly stop distracting me.
If you really think...
Good! Now...
Oh, come on. We need to convince him.
Dr. Greaves, I'm chief engineer on a Galaxy-class starship. It's my job to work miracles.
Have you seen a system like this before?
Actually.
I'm not sure. It looks like some kind of gravity wave power source. But how can you generate gravity waves of this magnitude?
A little something I got from the Romulans. We've got an artificial singularity bottled up down there, and by varying the strength of the containment field, I was able to increase the magnitude of the gravity waves.
But now that something's got the energy flow out of phase with the containment field, we've got to get the energy flow back in phase immediately.
Not bad for a Starfleet officer. You may be of some use after all. You see, the only reason the field's held up this long is because I've been here manually compensating for the fluctuations.
I just flatter him because I think you'll like that.
Manually? That's very impressive. But according to these energy readings, you're losing ground. Those fluctuations have been getting wilder every minute.
If you think it's bad now, watch what happens if I stop compensating. But in order to dampen the fluctuations and bring them back in phase, I'd have to access one of the damaged conduits.
Sounds like you could use an extra pair of hands. Listen, I'll handle the conduit. You maintain the containment field.
I'll keep the containment field up as long as I can. I see you already have a phase inverter and a wave reduction converter. Good. You'll need them.
A phase inverter? But that'll just make the fluctuations reverse. Unless... if we use the wave reduction converter to dampen them, the reversal will actually work in our favor.
Of course.
Smarter than you look. Install the phase inverter coupling in the damaged area. Then use the wave reduction converter to bring the fluctuations down. If I can keep the containment field up, we should make it.
I watched a little like video on how the writers would write the shows in Next Generation, and the script would look something like "Smarter than you look, technobabble. If I can keep the containment field up, we should make it." You know. So all this, install the phase inverter coupling the damage, then use the wave, blah 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 blah. This is a technobabble, and they will literally like write technobabble. But they're very good at the technobabble. I believe it. It sounds right.
I'm on my way.
The way they read their lines, especially LaFour, is just, yeah, I believe you. I believe that you'll have to realign the power couplings to distribute the power fluctuation into the distributor cap before the, say, oh yeah.
It's Lieutenant War.
But now what?
What was it I was supposed?
Once more for the heart of thinking.
Install the
coupling in the damaged area. Then use the reduction converter to bring the fluctuations down. Now hurry!
On what? On the damaged area? Install the coupling in the damaged area. So are you talking about the hole he did in the thing?
A flux router is for really delicate... A graviton probe. A wave reduction converter. That's a phase inverter coupling. It's for... I don't think we'll need this plasma shunt. The pulse negators are used...
So,
A graviton probe. A wave reduction...
I think that's what he says. This one? It's going. That didn't work.
Enterprise.
Picard here.
We've stabilized the power core. The outer shields should be lowered now.
Confirmed. We'll start evacuating the wounded immediately.
Great. That means we're done here. Beam us up.
Okay, I guess the girl, she's fine, everything's fine. Wow, that was quick, and I thought we would stay here a little bit more. Okay.
Acknowledged.
We are being hailed, sir. It is Chancellor Daneb.
Daneb.
On screen.
Captain Picard, You have my warmest thanks. We had really given up hope.
We're pleased to have been able to help. Have you recovered all the pods yet?
My staff tells me all the evacuees are safe and sound. And my compliments to your medical staff. Our surgeons were quite impressed with Dr. Crusher's handiwork.
I'll pass that along. The last of the injured personnel should be beamed down within the hour.
I think we can handle it from here. By the way, Dr. Greaves personally extends his gratitude. He felt he owed you and your crew an apology.
Tell him we accept his apology.
Tell him to go fuck himself.
Picard out.
What are your orders, Captain?
Well, going to Ors 3, right? What is this though? I can't remember. This is where we are. No. Yeah, arrived. Yeah.
I should like to consider...
Yeah, let's save here as end mission 1. Mission 1. Kind of, right? Or at the end of this thing. We still have this other thing to do. This was kind of a side mission, it felt like. Oh yeah, but there's something somewhere, there's nothing. Let's go, let's talk to... Oh, we can talk to you again.
Thank you again for your efforts, but I'm afraid...
I understand, Chance.
Okay, this might be useful later.
Admiral Williams here. What can I do?
I'd like...
Of course. Starfleet Command is still considering...
What's your...
The Enterprise responded to a distress call from Merton Station. Good work there, Picard. Without your effort, you saved hundreds of lives, kept the station operational, and even managed to save the experimental power core. Congratulations. Shall I go on?
Please do.
The Enterprise's presence in this region has set a lot of minds at ease, but I'm still concerned about the Romulan activity in the area.
What is...
Actually, things are relative...
Picard?
Yeah, okay.
Counselor, do you have any thought?
I'm sorry, Captain.
Oh, yay! We get to press the fucking button. And also see this information. They kind of... Yeah, it kind of sucks that they... They kind of... Maybe now the game is going to be a little slower. Because it's cool to just see where we're going. Choose our warp speed. So technically, I don't even know. It should be 6. In theory, right? There's an episode. I think it's season 7. So maybe this is before. No, I think it's season 6 even. That they, yeah, it's definitely season 6. End of season 6, where there's a. They realize that warping is bad. In short terms, and that now, unless there's an emergency, we're gonna go to warp 6, and this is not an emergency, so we're gonna go to warp 6 and be super canon about it. What about display? Oh.
Engage.
Warp 5. Only in a certain area. Yeah, but later, that area must be big, because in a later episode, they mention, oh, now we're gonna be able to go to the, like, Starfleet has authorized us to go for like faster than Warp 5. So since they mentioned it a couple episodes later, I really thought that, oh, that's it. And I thought, maybe I'm wrong, but I really thought that that would be like a plot point now in the Star Trek
orbit.
universe. Like, that's a thing now. So maybe they can arrest people if they go faster, or I don't know. It could become something else, like in Next Generation, Voyager, or another, or in a movie. Or does it ever come back? Or because they make a big point of it at the end of episode, and I was like, oh wow, that's a turning point in Star Trek. Now they can't go warp 9 all the time. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I felt that maybe they're gonna, I don't know, they could do some research to find a way to do warp more safely, and it's also kind of a parallel with our universe, even though this is just a future projected, where like when we do these things, sometimes we go too far and we do damage the nature, because that's what's happening. Like and Picard's like, wow, I was exploring the universe, trying to understand it, but at the same time I was damaging it. Like, he actually says that. So I think you're wrong. I think the damage actually damages everywhere, but more so in that particular part of space. But in my understanding, warp drives just damages the fabric of space a little bit, but over time, all the warping they're going around, because they do mention in that episode that, because they're like, oh, we haven't been warping here since, like, it's not that long, it's not like thousands and thousands of years that has done that damage, it's relatively short time. So they're like, ooh, we need to do something about it. But I never looked it up, so I don't actually know, and I'm definitely not the one who knows anything about Star Trek. I'm just saying what I saw in the couple of episodes that I saw. Okay, so what now?
Any suggestions?
I'm sorry, Captain, I don't have...
Could talk to these guys. Troy?
Counselor, do you...
I'm sorry, Captain.
God damn, guys.
Thank you for agreeing to visit Shinnok, Captain. The fifth scroll could be the greatest social discovery in Garrett's history.
Okay.
Thank you for agreeing to...
Thank you, Captain, for agreeing to take us to Shinnok. The oppressed plebeians of Garrett will be forever in your debt.
I can't get over the plebeian thing. Can we hail the planet? Oh yeah. Ailing. I can't get over this is ailing a planet or this is ailing Starfleet. When they do this with their badges, like Starfleet or like ailing the planet, like that. We can even talk to Dana from
Thank
here.
you again for your...
Hey Dana, how's it going?
Greetings, Shinnok. I'm Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
And these faces are all so different. You have these like literal like pictures, scanned pictures almost, and you have, I don't know what this is. You have the first one, which was literally just a cartoon character. What's their name? Whatever. It's like three guys did the art in this game with three distinctly different art style.
Captain, how may I assist you?
Oh my god. What brings an archaeologist of your stature to such a remote planet? Shinnok, we have several Garidian refugees aboard who are trying to find something called the Fifth Scroll. They said you might be able to help. Let's talk. Let's do some small talk.
What brings an archaeologist of your stature to such a remote planet?
Picard would ask about it. He loves archaeology.
I am excavating the ruins of a Chodak outpost. The Federation Archaeological Survey is sponsoring my work.
Who are the Chodak?
An ancient race. At their peak, the Chodak occupied most of what is now the Romulan Empire. But I thought all known Chodak ruins were on the other side of the neutral zone.
This is the first Chodak site found in Federation space. It was my good fortune to discover it.
What have you found, so?
A great deal, actually. I have uncovered evidence of an extensive administrative system, as well as examples of Chodak computer technology quite similar to our own isolinear rods.
Intriguing. Such devices would be among the oldest known examples of isolinear technology in the galaxy.
I hope to confirm that fact. I sent several rods to the Mertens orbital station for testing. They've developed a gravitic stress dating method which is extremely accurate. However, I have not yet received their results.
I'm afraid we have got some bad news for you, Shinnok. Mertens station has been attacked. It was almost completely destroyed.
Indeed. That is a great loss.
Shinnok, we have several Garidian refugees aboard who are trying to find something called the Fifth Scroll. They said you might be able to help.
Cool, thanks for checking out. Thank you.
Possibly. I once did extensive research on the Lawgiver and the Followers. They fled into what is now Federation space 1,000 years ago, bearing the Fifth Scroll with them.
We've heard of them. So where did these followers go?
I never found the Followers' colony, but your friends should not lose hope. In my search, I stumbled on one of the Followers' ancient ships. The logs indicated that they had found an M-class planet suitable for colonization.
Thank you for your help. I'm most eager to examine it myself. I can beam down immediately. ... Oh, I want to say that. It's not good. I shouldn't say that. It's not proper. I just save so I can go through this if something bad happens. He's just gonna say, no, I'm sorry, you can't beam down.
I'd be most eager to examine the site myself. I can beam down immediately.
Captain, I'm aware of your reputation as an archaeologist, but I cannot permit any visitors. The excavation is far too delicate. My apologies.
Thank you for your help.
And to you, Captain. Live long and prosper.
What are your orders, Captain?
I should like to consider a set course.
I should like to
The Fifth Scroll could be the greatest social discovery in Garrett's history. I urge you to help us find the scroll for science's sake.
So, like, you could do the entire game without having these guys there.
Too long have we been the slaves of our patrician masters. We must find that Fifth Scroll to save my people from oppression. We need your help, Captain.
These people can just die at the beginning of the game.
Please, Captain. In the name of justice for an oppressed people, we need you to help us find the Fifth Scroll and bring it back to Garrett.
Picard's like, yeah, okay, I heard you. When we finished Judgment Rights, or maybe it was 25th anniversary, I think it was. But also, I did it also when we finished Judgment Rights, because Judgment Rights...
Captain, message from Starfleet. It is Admiral Redrick.
Judgment Rights didn't do what I wanted it to do. Is I said that these games are awesome, but I dislike the fact... I understand, I literally said that. I understand why they did that, but I dislike the fact that it's episodic. Like, these games, 25th Anniversary Edition and Judgment Rights, have like 5 or 6 episodes in them. And they're not really connected. Kind of, but you know, kind of like episodes in Star Trek Next Generation, where like 3 episodes after some character will come back, but not more than that. It's very distinctive things you're doing. And it's long, really long game. These games are long, and I was like, wow, I really want like an epic Star Trek game where instead of having like these 6 different episodes, it's like one huge fucking story, where it's more than just, oh, go save these people, or found out why these people are getting attacked on their planet, or why fucking what's his name, Mud, is it Mud? What? Anyway, like little, they can't really develop a lot the like philosophy and ethics and morals and the things that I like that are tackled in Next Generation. It's so small, you can't really do much. I think now they have the possibility with this game to do way more. I'm cautiously optimistic because the pleb thing seems so on the nose. Hey, that I'm afraid that it might not be as deep as some of the Star Trek episodes. But this has been. I've read that. What's your problem? Oh, yeah, go play with that. Yeah, go play with that there. Wow. Sudden burst of energy in Showdown. What was I saying? Anyway, on screen. We need to do this. We need to play the game.
On screen. Greetings, Admiral. What can we do for you?
Jean-Luc, good to see you again. I have a little favor to ask. Would you be interested in finding a little lost lamb for me?
Okay. A lamb? Unfortunately, sir, the Enterprise is already committed to another assignment.
A lamb?
A figure of speech. I have a friend stationed on Morasia, an exobiologist. I haven't heard from her in quite a while. I'm getting a little worried. I'd like you to check into it if you can.
Hey, Bombadino, how's it going? What exactly is this lost lamb? Marcia, isn't that some sort of zoological habitat? Unfortunately, sir, the Enterprise already committed to another assignment.
Who exactly is this lost lamb?
Her name is Dr. V. Hunforsch. She was on Morasia cataloging local species for the Federation Zoological Database, but no one's seen her for days.
Have the local authorities investigated the matter?
Constable Lixie, who runs the preserve, thinks V went on a field trip and that there's nothing to worry about. To humor me, she said I should send a team to investigate.
I know this voice. And I don't think it's the voice of... Because I think this is a character in the...
Admiral, do you have any reason to suspect foul play?
The truth? V is headstrong, but she might be chasing butterflies. But I think there's more to it than that.
No one lives forever.
And Jean-Luc. Morasia is applying for Federation membership. You could review the state of affairs there while you're looking for our exobiologist.
With the same, like, speech pattern. Doing and things like that. I'm pretty sure it's the, like, briefing guy in in No One Lives Forever. I might be completely wrong, but it really sounds like that.
Very well. As soon as we receive your report, we'll get on the way.
I'll transmit it immediately. Oh, and Jean-Luc, the Morasians have a strict matriarchal society. Males are usually treated as servants at best. Don't take it personally.
Understood, sir.
Good luck. Redrick out.
Laying a course for Morasia, Warp 5.
Yes, sir.
Orb 5. Interesting.
Engage.
I actually think I'm gonna end the stream right now before we get into another thing. One thing I could do before ending is check a look at the
primary core access enabled.
That's what he said about
online.
Oh my god, what did they do today? Yeah, but what did they do to Picard? Like, look, what the fuck?
Primary core access enabled. Systems online.
So there's so much information here. U.S. Enterprise, systems of the U.S. Enterprise, structure of the U.S. Enterprise, all SIF. Structural integrity fields. Yeah, IDS, inertial damping system. Gravity. Bridge. Computers. Computer cores. Tricorder. Medical tricorder. Engineering. Warp drive. Subspace drive. Anomalies. Vortex. Lightspeed. Warp core. Impulse. Comms. Communicator translator. This I want to read. The Universal Translator is a sophisticated computer program capable of real-time translation between languages. The translator examines syntax, vocabulary, usage patterns, symbology, and cultural factors in a communication or language sample. A small language sample can distort meaning since usual usage, concepts, or vocabulary can vary a great deal. The translator continually updates the translation matrix during use. Federation policy generally requires extensive analysis before translator use. This was one of my biggest pet peeve with the whole Star Trek, thing since I started watching Star Trek, the original series, where I really have problems when they encounter unknown species, when they encounter the Romulans or whatever. I don't give a shit. Okay, they have a translator here in their eye, in their ears, in their brain. It's the computer in the... Because they actually kind of explained it in one episode that DS9 I watched a couple of weeks ago, where they did explain, not really, like how it worked, not really, but at least acknowledged that there was a universal translator. Because you watch all the episode of TOS, you watch all the episode of TNG, and unless I'm fucking mistaken, but a lot of these episodes I watched 2 or 3 times, and they never mention anything about any translator. It's like they encounter species and boom, everybody's talking English and it's okay. Well, a couple of times it's okay, but eventually... In the original series it was okay just because it's so... Like the tech is the science is like the special effects and the way they treat like the philosophies and the morals, everything's kind of... It's not the best. It's not crap, but it's not TNG. Where in TNG, the morals, the way they treat different species and culture is very well in line with my views and what I consider wisdom. And I think Picard, the way he acts in the movie, in the series, is very, very wise. He's a very wise person, and he doesn't really make all the right choices, but he makes the wisest choices, if that makes any sense. He goes against the Federation multiple times. Yeah, but yeah, the translator, it would add a lot if when they encounter a species, they don't know how to deal with it since they can't talk to them. I think it would lead to weird episodes. It would complicate things, but I mean, all the creatures are so, everything is so similar. Like they all, almost everyone is a humanoid. That's okay, but like even the, it's even the culture. It's like all of a sudden, oh, you have a matriarchal culture. Yay! You have like, oh, these people are violent, or these people are honorable, or these people are religious. But it's like all these aspects are very much Earth-like, and they can all be like, oh yeah, like this culture in human history or in human right now. It doesn't feel alien. It's very rare in Star Trek where I feel like, wow, this is a total alien culture. It might have happened, but out of the top of my head right now, I can't think of anything. It's all very, very human based. Okay, anyway, that was this is the end of the stream. Thanks for watching. We'll be raiding someone. We'll be playing more of this on Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll be continuing some Ultima Part 2. Okay, we're gonna read base.
Warning. Entering nebula.
Really? Okay. What?
Entering non-aligned space.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Have a great night. See you next time. Ciao.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that!